Good morning and welcome to First Local Mornings. It is Thursday, October the 7th. And what can I tell you today? There's actually going to be, interestingly, Deborah, just kind of along Highway 17 East there, Deborah, site of my former high school, now one of those super schools. There's going to be a significant announcement there today. The parliamentary assistant to the Minister of Education is set to make an announcement in Deborah. So this would have to be Sam Oosterhoff, who again is the parliamentary assistant to the Minister of Education, as well as a member of Provincial Parliament for Niagara West. Lucia Reese also will be there. She is the director for the Algoma District School Board, as well as Jennifer Sarlo, chair of the Algoma District School Board. So that will be interesting to follow, and certainly I will bring you information on that as it becomes available. We also have some information on many things happening here in the Soo, including, good news for the burger lovers in our community. I want to continue to remind you about that. As well, I did notice that the fog is creeping in outside. So, Craig, I want you to give us some information as to how long this fog is going to last. Yes, over to you, Craig.
Well, Heidi, the fog is pretty dense out there right now. That's going to stick around at least for our morning, and then we're going to see it lift around the noon hour, leaving us with some partly cloudy conditions. But we are going to see a good amount of sun and some warm temperatures. And unfortunately, the summer type of weather is coming to an end as of tomorrow. I'll show you that coming up on the 3-day forecast. Let's go to the, where are we going, Mike? Are we going to radar? We're going to go to the radar just to give you a little sneak peek. That green blob at the bottom of your screen, that is going to be our first wave of rain coming in later on for, say, Friday morning and lasting most of Friday. Then we have a cold front out to the west that's going to kind of slide in and kind of give us a very not unpleasant Thanksgiving weekend, unfortunately. We're going to stay with some showers and gray skies and some mist, but we are going to stay with some half-decent temperatures. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast for today. So the fog is going to lift later on today. We're going to leave us with some partly cloudy conditions. Temperatures 22 degrees, but that depends just how much sun we see. But we're still going to be on the warm side regardless. And we're going to see those clouds thicken up during the evening and showers starting tomorrow morning. At least that's the call at the moment. I will give you your complete details coming up for your 3-day forecast in just a bit. Let's send it right back to Heidi.
Excellent. Well, not so excellent to know that the summer weather is coming to an end, especially with the long weekend upon us. I had visions of, an expansive sort of dinner outside, with, children frolicking and merriment, wildlife in the background appropriately taking in the scene, but 'tis not to be. Anyway, I will still tell you to celebrate Thanksgiving however you do and enjoy it. General reminder that throughout the month of October, Habitat for Humanity, outspoken breweries, as well as some competitively minded restaurants are hosting a fundraiser around the creation of Habitat-themed burgers, or the showcasing of any burgers that those establishments find to be worthy. The participating restaurants are Outspoken Brewery, Chummy's Grill, Embers on the Ridge, Shabby Motley Handcraft, Plant to Plate, Service Grill Pizza and Burger Shack, Getaway Restaurant at the Casino, Ernie's Coffee Shop, as well as Mulligan's Irish Pub. So do go in. You will need to obtain from any one of those establishments a burger passport to mark your participation. When you do purchase those burgers, you will be donating, the restaurant will donate on your behalf $1 towards Habitat to Humanity. Okay. On to some local information out of Algoma Public Health. There are 3 new confirmed cases, as well as potential exposure on an Air Canada flight. Second, let me see here. So of the 3 new confirmed cases, 1 is from the Siouan area, 1 is from Elliott Lake and area, and 1 more is from North Algoma. Okay, so like a marginal sprinkling all over. The total of active cases across the Algoma district is now at 9, and there is an additional case from outside the area, including 2 currently hospitalized. So the health unit is also advising public of a potential exposure to COVID-19 for anyone who traveled on Air Canada flight. Now, this flight was on October 5th. It is flight number AC8325 from Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie. So passengers who sat in rows 1 through 5, as well as flight crew who served these rows, should contact their public health unit for further information. Again, I'm always amazed that, they just identify, this one row, knowing, I've been on the flights in the past. I've been on the flights between Toronto and the Sault, kind of a smaller craft. So yeah, at any rate, flight AC8325, anyone who sat in rows 1 through 5, any flight crew who were serving those rows, please contact your public health unit for further information. So all 3 cases currently self-isolating, listing cause of exposure as unknown. I don't know, not sure. Rolling totals locally then, 170,348 tests have been administered, out of which we have confirmed the 477 cases. As I indicated earlier, 9 of those are considered to be active, with 1 person in hospital. 1 person, a resident outside of Algoma, 2 in hospital. And yes, provincially looking at 476 new cases of COVID-19 confirmed yesterday, 10 new deaths. Christine Elliott said 141 of those cases were in fully vaccinated people. There are now 156 people in intensive care units due to COVID-19. And Elliott Lake is indicating that 12 of those are fully vaccinated. So they are starting to kind of monitor the schools. Well, they have been all along, but now they're reporting a little bit more diligently. 173 new school-related cases being reported, with the majority of those being in students. That would kind of tie to Southern Ontario. I have been watching the COVID numbers down there as regards the schools. I do know that there are a few outbreaks, so I'm continuing to monitor that situation and bring information as it becomes available. Nearly 87.6% of eligible Ontarians have received at least 1 dose of a COVID-19 vaccination, and just 2 of today's new cases are in people ages 80 and older. The most vaccinated age group at more than 95% with both doses. I really love how they kind of switch up what they're reporting on, because this really, I read these numbers just about every day, particularly those that come out of the province, and it seems like every day they find a different demographic to report on, so very interesting. Anyway, back to local. So the Sault Blues Society actually issued a statement yesterday that their Wednesday night blues, which is, a weekly event hosted at the Canuck, is being canceled now due to health and safety concerns. So this did go out on their Facebook page. The society went on to state that the reason for the decision was due to the health and safety concerns for both the musicians as well as the patrons. The statement is on their Facebook page, so numerous posts have surfaced on social media by patrons who have recently visited the establishment, stating that they had witnessed blatant disregard for public and health safety by management, staff, and other patrons. So, some contention there, and as a result, the event is now canceled moving forward. Predictably, there are a lot of remarks that have been captured on the post, a lot of comments, so I do encourage you. It is posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com, so I encourage you to go ahead and take a look at that if you want to see the back and forth, because it is all there for you to consider. Okay, I am done talking for the time being, so I am going to give you a break from the sound of my voice and let you listen to other voices as you take in the information from our support board sponsors. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Media Monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. Again, Thursday, October the 7th, sneaking up on the long weekend. I hope that you have some plans to be near to those that you care about and to consume vast quantities of starchy carbohydrates along with some turkey. And may your turkey be moist and delectable. All right. Wow, that sounded kind of saucy. Anyway, okay. So savoring the season. So this is the time of year when the Algoma Fall Festival starts to kind of ramp things up. And obviously, as with so many other organizations and agencies, COVID and the associated restrictions have kind of put a damper on things. However, they are coming forward with what I think is a very cool offering. So you are invited to immerse yourself in combination of delights. So local eats, some arts. It's going to be a month-long festival featuring culinary experiences paired with local music, theater, and arts. So very cool. And this is a collaboration between the Algoma Fall Festival, the Algoma Conservatory of Music, the West End Theatre Project, the Algoma Repertory Theatre, as well as the Sioux Symphony Orchestra. So they're joining up together to celebrate local culinary and performing arts scenes, celebrate the local talent here in the Sioux. So again, this is a month long. It's going to start October 15th and run through to November 14th. Ooh, very close to my birthday. So it's going to be hosted at various locations across the Sioux in an effort to kind of revitalize, reinvigorate, our culture, like the arts, the heritage sector, after again, 18-month hiatus due to COVID-19. So all of the participating talents are listed in the article that is posted to our website at siouxonline.com. So I encourage you to go have a look, make your strategy, and go out and support all of our very talented chefs, all of our very talented performers in whatever capacity they are performing, whether it's, acting or music. Go out and take it in, because you know what? I have to say, I don't know that I've ever attended a poor performance that was put on through the Fall Festival and now in collaboration with these other organizations. Very nice. Okay. And of course, I should touch on, there are, if you are attending the events, there are some recommendations, some mandatory criterion that you will have to meet. So do have a look. It's bolded in the article, so if you want to just skip to that portion, you can, and be advised. Okay. Now we have a lucky winner of the Arch Hospice 50/50 draw locally. We are looking at Janice Mavretic, who won $25,632 from the September 50/50 grand prize draw. Predictably, she was ecstatic when she saw it was Arch calling her phone. She said, "You don't expect to win. It's so amazing. Janice, truer words have never been spoken. I no longer expect to win. I don't know if I ever expected to win." But anyway, congratulations to you. She and her family members have been supporting the Arch Hospice through the 50/50 draw since the very beginning. She said that her strategy, she would purchase her ticket at the beginning of every month because she believes in the services that the hospice provides. What she's saying now is that with her winnings, she plans to continue donating to Arch, save up to travel in the future, and support her family. So she's got 5 grandbabies and Christmas is approaching, so obviously she's very happy to have won the draw. and then the second part of that is that nobody won Tuesday's Lotto Max draw, so keep buying the tickets. Somebody's got to win, and if you keep buying tickets, you might just be the one. All right, what did you just whisper lovingly in my ear, Michael? 5 minutes till commercial. All right, well, we need to brace ourselves because it does seem as though there's a chance that the cost of gas might be going up just in time for the long weekend. You know how they like to do that, But anyway, we have been dealing with high gas prices, obviously. If you have a vehicle, you know that. This has been going on for the better part of the month over and including other communities in the province, but now they're saying it could go even higher. And this is coming through multiple national media sources. They are reporting gas price increases across the board, heading up due to an increase in demand. So right now, wherever you go to fill up in the Soo, you're paying roughly $1.44 a liter, which is one of the highest prices in the province. So, and this is in direct comparison to other city centers such as Sudbury, where they're hovering at about $1.40, North Bay at $1.37. Timmins and Thunder Bay are seeing highs in this moment of $1.54, which is up significantly from their low cost of $1.38, which was earlier this month. So again, some speculation as to whether or not those hikes are going to be coming to the Soo. Experts out of the gas and oil field are saying that the cost of fuel will jump a few more cents across the country this week, with oil prices surging to a 7-year high. So, just to kind of give you that perspective, the average price of fuel a year ago in Sault Ste. Marie was $1.08. Which, while the lowest price in the last 12 months was 99 cents, and the highest posted in the last 12 months reached all the way up to $1.48. Okay, so it's worse on the West Coast, but we're going to be monitoring that, and hopefully our costs stay low. All right. Okay, the Center for Social Justice, a very worthy organization, they are calling for new board members. Okay, so this is a not-for-profit corporation governed by this volunteer board of directors. They are inviting interested individuals to apply to serve on the board of directors for a 3-year term. So the board has a need for individuals with experience in a variety of disciplines, including education, finance, as well as human resources, although they certainly encourage any interested participants to apply. The board of directors currently is a very diverse group of community leaders and key decision makers who shape the center's strategic vision, and they ensure that funding and donor support is used effectively, as well as monitoring organizational performance and help achieve positive outcomes for the community of Sault Ste. Marie. So if this sounds like an organization you'd like to be a part of, you would be submitting your current CV as well as a letter outlining relevant experience and interest no later than October 24th, and you would submit this to John Fabrero, who is the board chair, and this is posted to our website. His email address is posted to our website, and you are encouraged to apply. 1 minute. Do you know what I missed yesterday, Michael? Were you aware that yesterday was Canadian Beer Day? I would have celebrated. Some would say I do celebrate.
I had no idea.
Yeah, well, no, neither did I. So the third annual day, so a relatively new holiday. Why is this not a stat? Why is this not a stat? Come on. Third annual day dedicated to celebrating beer and the thousands of Canadians involved in brewing, selling, delivering, and serving, as well as enjoying the beverage. Which is, obviously loved by millions across the country. So Canadian brewers directly employ over 19,000 Canadians and approximately provide 149,000 jobs across Canada's hospitality, tourism, agriculture, as well as manufacturing sectors. So, all contributing to the production and sale of beer. Canadian Beer Place takes place each year, so mark your calendars, each year on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and encourages those who enjoy this popular beverage to take part in celebrations across the country at local breweries, pubs, restaurants, or at home with loved ones. All right, well, we're going to go back to a commercial. When we do return, we are going to talk about what the police have planned for the weekend. We will talk about, maybe talk about some factoids, some guidelines around safe celebrations of Thanksgiving and Halloween, social media. Go fill your cup and come on back.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. It is Thursday, October the 7th. I'm very close to the long weekend. I'm very excited about that. Less excited about, the dense fog that finds itself out in the community in this moment. However, I always like to think everything kind of happens for a reason. So when I popped open, my sources for the factoids, I thought this one kind of jumped out at me. So I'm going to regale you with this story. So some would be aware of the American poet and author Edgar Allan Poe. Were you also aware that he died very mysteriously in a Baltimore hospital at the age of 40? His cause of death actually is still a mystery. He was found delirious, wandering the streets of Baltimore wearing someone else's clothes, and was taken to a hospital where he died 4 days later on this date in 1849, October 7th, without having recovered his senses. Okay, so a lot of speculation as to the cause of his death. Some believe that he may have been a victim of cooping, which was the practice back then of kidnapping people and forcing them to wear disguises in order to vote multiple times. And to that end, he was actually found delirious on election day outside a pub that also served as a polling place. It was the practice in that time to give a voter a drink after voting. Now, Poe and his sister were known to have a very low tolerance to alcohol, with even a single glass of wine leaving them stumbling. So this would explain potentially the delirium and the clothes he was wearing. Some other doctors have said, maybe rabies. Some suggest maybe a brain tumor. Others have suggested, I think his wealthy fiance's brother beat him to a pulp. Not known, likely to remain unknown. What can be known, though, is the future of the weather. Craig, what's going on?
Thanks very much, Heidi. And it looks like our nice stretch of summer-like weather is coming to an end, at least by tomorrow. We do have one last day, and that is today. We'll take a look at the satellite, and we can see there's two weather systems going to affect our weekend. Unfortunately, this is the first one. This is a warm front that is coming up, and it's almost like the same scenario we had last week, where we had moisture coming up and then another cold front out to the west. Those two are merging right over top of us starting tomorrow and into our weekend, giving us a very ugly looking Thanksgiving weekend for sure. We'll take a look at the radar, seeing the leading edge of that rain just coming up, and again it's going to come in like this, and then that cold front is going to sweep in during sometime on Saturday. So it looks like a pretty wet weekend. Let's take a look now at temperatures. Temperatures are not bad, 22 degrees hopefully will reach today, 19 in Wawa, 22 in Timmins, and 21 in Sudbury. So we're still having these summer-like temperatures, at least for today, but we're not going to drop our temperatures all that much after that cold front comes through on Saturday. So we're going to stay in the upper teens, lower 20s. Let's take a look now at your day for tomorrow. So here it is. This rain is coming up for our day tomorrow. It looks like it's going to start sometime in the morning and then kind of linger, but it is just mist and light showers. There's a couple of pockets of heavier showers. The heavier rain is going to come from this cold front as it all kind of comes together over the weekend sometime and give us showers, drizzle, heavy showers, and just gray skies. So let's take a look now at your next 3 days if you want to do that. Today we're starting off with some fog. That fog is going to lift later on this morning, leaving us with at least a partly cloudy sky. We're hoping for 22 degrees. Depends how much sun we see. For Friday, we're going to start off with those showers. It's going to be a mix of sun and cloud at first, but then we're going to see those showers build in for the day on Friday. And they're going to be basically a threat of showers for most of our day. Friday, temperatures at 17 degrees, 18 degrees for Saturday before that cold front kind of comes through and leaving us with showers and some cloudy conditions. At least the temperatures are kind of warm still. We'll have to take that. That is your weather right now. We're going to send it right back to Heidi.
Well, I see that the temperatures are nice and moderate. I'm disappointed in the rain, though. So, you know what, Craig? Not that I would never take your word for gospel. I'm hoping that you're wrong on that one. It would be so nice with all the leaves and everything to be able to eat outside. Okay, I'm being gently prodded in the direction of wrapping it up. So let's get to social media where people are busily chatting. Jim Whitty beating everybody to the punch. Good morning, Jim. He says, I was sitting drinking coffee in my slippers this morning when I thought to myself, I really need to wash some mugs. Ba-dum-bumps. That's hilarious, actually. I like that. Steve Childs, GMA, HYHAGBF with a smattering of emojis. Ooh, and look, they're on a black background. That's very cool. Okay. So good morning all. Hope you have a good baby Friday. Yes, thank you very much, Steve Childs, and to yourself, and as always, rockin' the horns. Joseph Bertrand, hello Joseph, good day. Good day to you, sir. Jim Whitty says, good morning. Good morning, Jim. Mark says, morning, Jim Whitty. Jim Whitty says, morning, Mark Jordan. You know, it's like a little cast reunion. All of my mates are saluting each other. Fantastic. Margaret McKeag says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Always nice to see your name. Evelyn McColman, have a wonderful day. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Evelyn. Have a wonderful day. Enika, good morning, everyone. Have a good baby Friday with 3 exclamation points. Yes, Enika, good morning to you. Marilyn Trumbull, have a good morning, everyone, with 4 exclamation points. It's as high as it's getting. I burned through my coffee before I even hit the desk. So, yeah. And still with the sun coming up between 2 great huge tracts of land. So again, good morning to you, Marilyn. Honey Brown, hello. Good morning, all you beautiful people. Enjoy this day. To you too, honey. Have a great day. Chris Bridges, good morning, everyone. Today's fun fact, the British government coined the slogan, keep calm and carry on. So we see that in various versions of it, but this was coined during World War II in an order to motivate citizens to stay strong. Happy Baby Friday. Well, thank you for that, Chris. Tony, good morning, everyone. Great way to start my day. Local news and coffee. Agreed. And Enika, our gas price at the moment, Enika is in the Netherlands. Our gas price at the moment is 2.08 euros. And yes, predictably very frustrated by that information. So I want to wish everybody a great day. Don't let the fog get you down. Look up, look for the sun, see the good. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.